I've only just started backcountry camping this year. I've got 5 trips under my belt, totaling 7 nights. And every trip you learn something new. Not necessarily something to put your finger on, but maybe it's just a little bit more confidence that it's not as hard as I thought.
Adam and I both have pretty similar stories when it comes to backcountry camping and our experience with backcountry camping. We both grew up going provincial park camping in tent trailers, didn't do a whole lot of fishing growing up. A few years back I discovered crownland camping for the first time and realized that I could pack a lot less into a canoe and get that much more enjoyment out of being in nature, away from other people and away from the roads and the busyness that sometimes comes with car camping.
The really cool thing about going somewhere new, exploring and finding new campsites, is you don't really know what to expect until you get there.
These bugs are at least as bad as my last trip, if not worse. Holy smokes.
I'm sweaty, I'm thirsty, and I'm ready to kill some bugs.
So it is somewhere around 5 a.m. and the temperature dropped last night and the lake looks amazing.
My expectation to catch fish was pretty low because my experience is that I don't catch any fish.
There we go.
I don't know if they're big bass by the world standards, but certainly to anything I've caught over the years, they were pretty huge. And I was pretty proud of myself.
Oh, that might be bigger. That was a good fight.
I used the same lure the whole weekend. They loved it. It's green and red, shiny. I think it's just called a spinner. It was a number 4. To actually catch something and to cook it and have something that tastes good when you're done with it is so rewarding.
I think I've grown to rely a little bit too much on freeze-dried meals. You zip open the bag, you add the hot water, and there's your cooked, tasty meal. Adam's approach is more to take what you need to create a little bit of a gourmet meal while you're out there.
I have a choice between freeze-dried and garlic, onion, fish. Where else in the world can you pull luncheon from right behind you?
McDonald's?
McDonald's. We'll just call this the Filet-O fish.
That's what I'm talking about.
Wait! Okay, now, from the beginning.
Doesn't Adam start to reel in a brook trout, and I tell him, hold on, let me grab the camera, I gotta get a shot of this, and I scramble back up to my camera, and he's about to pull it in, and he's like, okay, and lets it back out, and I run down with the camera, and I get rolling, and he's about to pull it in, and thing comes off the line and shoots away. Well, do you think Adam lets me live that down for the rest of the trip, or probably the rest of my life?
Angry because someone lost my fish. Isn't it enough that you lost my fish? I wanted to catch a trout. Some weirdo that likes to throw away perfectly good fish.
I don't think Adam's gonna forget about that moment until he catches a lake trout that's twice the size, cooks it, has a full belly, and he'll probably look at me and say, I forgive you now.
Kind of followed the spine and peeled the meat back.
You started under here, I thought, right?
I cut like across here.
Just to cut his head off first?
No, I just sliced the meat, so cut.
Oh,
down through
okay.
here.
Yeah.
But you might have to move back a little bit. It was kind of bony there when I tried to do it.
That's one of my favorite things about producing Backcountry Bound so far, is the fact that I'm going with other people who have a little bit different way of doing things, and I'm learning quite a lot, learning little tricks here and there, tips, and seeing different ways of doing it.
Must be nice to be an ultralight camper with an ultralight canoe on your back. No drone, no production camera, no tent. I recommend that instead of what I'm doing.
It's been very rewarding to carry less, not feel the need to have more, not having to spend a lot of money. We have 4 kids. We don't have a ton of extra cash, but getting out there is important. And so I wanted to cover the bases, not have any extra, and be able to do everything I wanted to. I climb into the same bed every night at home. I climb into the same car. I eat the same food regularly. I work in the same office. I'm a creature of habit. And that escape into the unknown pulls me back every time.